Hazel, I've got to supply the second part of it.
Hazel, I told you that's not what that means.
What?
Tony knew that all along. Tony knew. He had been secretly eating the Swiss cheese for decades, but nobody
Yeah, never buy from a deli when they say the secret ingredient is love. Because, you know,
This is Who's Vtuber, the show where we like to laugh the pain away with pasties now. So we're going to start off the night as usual with our first game that we love to start with is Vtubers Are Cap, and Cap we are. We are going to do a lot of different prompts. You're going to come up with as many responses to these prompts as possible, no particular order. If you mess up or talk over each, it's fine, just work with it. Improv is yes and. So, that being said, are you guys ready for the first prompt? Weird hitman nicknames.
Sailor Naked.
Dr. Creamsicle.
Why not just stop at Dr. Cream?
Yeah, Dr. Cream was already taken, so...
I'm not stirred.
Grandma?
That's right, Sonny. I'm sorry, but money is money.
Unusual times to say, no thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Will you marry me?
7 p.m.
Didn't you have to go to the restroom like 5 minutes ago?
Nah, thanks. I quit doing that.
You need an emergency blood transfusion. No thanks, trying to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that blood addiction runs deep.
Dad, will you take me to my Little League game? No, thanks. I'm trying to quit.
Yeah, Little League is bad for my blood pressure.
Don't you have a stream scheduled? No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Things you don't want to hear at your local deli.
Oh, Phil sliced off another finger? Just wrap it up with the turkey.
Wait, you're telling me that was blood, not ketchup?
I'm telling you, you can't tell the difference between human meat and cow meat.
No, but this is hazelnut pork. It's already hazel. I've got to supply the second part of it.
Hazel, I told you that's not what that means.
What?
Tony knew that all along.
Tony knew. He had been secretly eating the Swiss cheese for decades, but nobody
Yeah,
knew.
never buy from a deli when they say the secret ingredient is love. Because, you know,
Oh, that's such a rancid image. It's just a warm block of Swiss cheese, and Tony goes, I put the holes in them myself.
We are trying a new game tonight. Yes, you guys get to see a brand new game tonight. So what is going to happen is we have a couple of news anchors. You guys voted for the first pair, and you chose Sazriel and Undyne. So Sazriel and Undyne are going to be a pair of news anchors, just like Red Mage and Sazriel. They are going to report on the breaking news, and there's a little bit of a twist. They don't know what they're reporting on. I have a couple of images that I'm going to pull up on the stream, and they're gonna have to make up a news story based on whatever image I pull up. So whatever is up on the screen, you guys have to make a news anchor stories on what is happening. All right, Sazriel and Undyne. Whenever you're ready, please feel free to give us your, well, it's almost 10 o'clock news. Yes, the Who's Vtuber news.
Welcome again to the 10 o'clock news. We are bringing to you live on twitch.tv. Parents are quivering in fear and fearing for their child's safety, and the reason why may not be what you expect. That's right, koala piss babies are hitting the streets, and it is the latest fad that children are huffing koala pee to try to get high, and dealers wear their marketed koala pee masks so that you can clearly tell who's wheeling and who's dealing. Koala piss is reported to have no effects that do give you a state of high euphoria, though children are still reportedly hitting up the koala pee, and it's the new Tide Pod craze.
Yes, it seems that mainstream drugs have just really failed us when it comes down to this point here.
That's right, Sazriel. I won't be surprised to see what they do next, but I will be afraid. The next story goes to you.
Thank you, Undyne. Yeah, you'd be surprised as well to see that the next thing that we have here, the next story. Yep, that's it. We are now in a world where marriage is consecrated not by ourselves, but by surrogate animals. We find it safer, we find it more hygienic, and we find that in a world where disease and turmoil is rampant, sex with animals is really just better.
Is to say animals having sex with each other. To clarify, for my companion,
Undyne.
couples are reported to specifically select animals that represent their fursona, claiming that it helps to embody the other part of them that is accepting and welcoming their partner with open arms and open legs.
Yes, it's a very big process choosing that persona. Well, on a sad bit of note here, we do have one more bit of news here for tonight. That's right, our beloved top pooer in the nation has gone rogue. They are now Elmoing. Full on, unrestricted, unfettered Elmoing in the streets, in the bedroom, online. It seems that they have gone crazy.
It looks like their dogs are out as well. I see a bit of toe peeking out and what appears to be some kind of sandal on the bed, which is another controversial choice. Elmoing is said to have first been brought to popularity in the red light district, with red light district goers donning their beloved Sesame Street costume and taking him to the streets, as it were.
Very true, Undyne. It seems like that this choice has become more progressive and mainstay now that it has become more popularized on the internet here. And I'm honestly, I'm proud of them to make this decision to come out.
That's us tonight with the 10 o'clock news. I am Undyne.
And I am Sazriel.
Have a great night. And in our Lord Hatsune Miku's name, rest in peace.
Breaking news. Welcome back, everybody. We're sorry to interrupt you from your rerun of The Price is Right here on Fox 85, but I'm Crimson Casualty here with my co-host Lynx, and we have some shocking news to break for you tonight. Our first story is this. As you can see, this is quite a terrifying image. We have mutant toddler baby worms that have started invading the native cicada trees all throughout the tri-state area. Now, environmentalists have said that this will pose a drastic threat to the ecological balance in our area, and we, frankly, are terrified because we hired some pest control people to go out there and spray the baby worms, but even they, upon seeing them, decided, you know what, we're not going to mess with that. So, Lynx, it kind of looks like we're just stuck at this point with these baby worms invading the many beautiful trees that are in our area.
You got that right, Crimson. It's really a shame what people do nowadays to mess with genetics. Really gotta stay away from that land site, I tell you what. In other breaking news, you see, not only have we messed with the genetics apparently of the baby worms, we have also decided to keep continuing with our scientific monstrosities, as we have made our first hot dog man as he consumes his first hot dog. Now, the question is this cannibalism? What are your thoughts about this, Crimson?
I was just about to pose you the same question, to be perfectly honest. I don't fully understand why we decided, with all the power of science we have at our disposal, to replace the human mouth with what appears to be a Nathan's Ballpark Frank hot dog to a whole new level, in my opinion. I do think this would be considered cannibalism, though, as you can see clearly by the mustard drizzle on both the tongue and the hot dog man appears to be consuming. But folks, I'm afraid it continues to get worse, because as if these two genetic abominations against God were not enough, we also have to report on this. I told you, folks, tonight's program would be shocking and difficult to fully grasp. Fish have not only found their way into rotisserie chickens, but they've also taken up smoking. It's not enough for us to laugh at God and say, look at the abominations we can make. We also have to get them addicted to nicotine, because hey, big tobacco always wins. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Lynx, but back in the 50s, we would open up our broadcast by saying it was sponsored by a particular brand of cigarette. I'm not sure what that one is. I just know he's smoking a filtered cigarette. I hate to tell you this, Mr. Smallmouth Bass, that's not going to help against the cancer.
Well, it doesn't matter if you are a person or you are some kind of fish chicken, smoking kills. But
That's
moving
very
on
true.
to our next story of the night, and hopefully not scientifically abomination-like, but we can only hope and pray. Can we go back to the scientific abomination? 'Cause now
I'm
it
sorry,
seems to be
Lynx.
on the scene. Yeah?
I think this is pretty wholesome, but you explain to our viewers at home what exactly we're looking at here.
By looks of it, Crimson, what we're seeing here is the oh-so-loving embrace of friendship between two incredible people of our, well, growing up that we used to look up to.
Absolutely. I believe that's both Dipsy and of Teletubbies, and they are demonstrating to us what a big hug really was in the show Teletubbies. So I think this is a wholesome story to go out on. It's something that shows, after all the genetic abominations that are running around the tri-state area, we don't know what the hell we're going to do with them. You know what? Always embrace the love and care of those around you.
That will be our story for tonight for 11:02 broadcast. I'm Lynx.
And I'm Crimson. We now bring you back to the 1985 rendition of The Price is Right. I can't remember who hosts that, but, the elderly love that show.
God damn it.
Who's VTuber was recorded in front of a live Twitch audience on twitch.tv/DeadlyDesiree. If you would like to become part of the action and contribute your suggestions to the show, join us on the live stream every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video so we can produce more amazing, fun-filled comedy night here at the Sirens Club. We'll see you soon, darlings. Bye!